Interim president of Burkina Faso Ibrahim Traoré was never friendly with the Western leaders and policies against Africa. Traoré, soon after coming to power in October 2022, made it certain that Burkina Faso will not tolerate any foreign interference in affairs relating to itself. Africa cannot continue to live under the shadows of foreign domination, he had said in one of the earliest statements. "We are not puppets. It is Burkina Faso that will decide its destiny without anyone else's interference." With this, he began his mantra of no neocolonialism, and he set off a dream for an independent Africa. In December 2022, Traoré openly criticized the Western strategy in the Sahel's fight against terrorism. Exasperated with years of foreign military interventions that failed to bring stability, he had said, "For years, the Western have deployed soldiers and equipment, yet terrorism spreads. Are they fighting terrorism, or are they managing it for their own interests?" Traoré's words struck a chord with many who saw the increasing insecurity as proof that Western-backed strategies were more self-serving than effective. By March 2023, Traoré turned his guns to the economic exploitation of Africa's resources. In a regional summit, he lambasted multinational corporations for their practices of profiting at the expense of local communities. "Our gold, our resources, do not exist to fill the coffers of foreign nations while our people suffer in poverty. This must stop," he insisted, asserting that he was committed to making sure the richness of Burkina Faso is utilized to better the lives of its people. That sentiment echoed how his regime began remodeling mining contracts. In July 2023, Traoré criticized Western media narratives portraying military efforts in Burkina Faso as one-sided. In turn, he responded to accusations over human rights abuses. "They talk about human rights violations when we defend our people. Why are they not speaking of the massacres their bombs create elsewhere in the world?" This pointed critique highlighted what he saw as hypocrisy in how Western media frames conflicts, often ignoring the broader context or their government's own actions. A defining moment in Traoré's presidency came in August 2023, when Burkina Faso terminated military agreements with France and demanded the withdrawal of French troops. This was sparked by increased anti-French sentiment and feelings of ineffective support from the French military forces. Traoré said, "Our struggle is a fight for liberty, not dependence. Burkina Faso will henceforth no longer depend on powers that use us as a pawn in their game of geopolitics." The statement represented a significant reversal in the foreign policy of the nation in forming alliance relationships other than its former colonial ruler. This was in October 2023, when Traoré addressed a Pan-African summit with a clarion call for African unity. He rallied leaders to strive for collective self-reliance and implored them to demur from divisive tactics by foreign powers. "Africa's strength lies in unity, not in the division orchestrated by those that benefit from our disunity. Together, we can redefine our destiny," he said. The vision expressed his big dream of having a united Africa capable of shaping its future without external control. The utterances and actions of Ibrahim Traoré have set him up as an outspoken critic against Western influence in Africa, appealing to many others equally frustrated. His leadership in this instance highlights the growing demand for African sovereignty and self-determination during times of shifting global power.